Coming up this month, I'm on a duck shoot at the South Slob land in Wexford. We take a look at what's inside my moderators and 151 foxes for Stephen. I'm Jason Doyle and this is Fieldsports Ireland. Okay, so we're out this morning on the South Slob wildfowl shoot and we're right down South County Wexford, and this is actually the lowest part of Ireland, the South Slob, and it's an area, there's the South and North Slob. There are two areas that were reclaimed from the sea in the 1840s, and I've been coming down here shooting a lot of years, but we've walked in the dark and there was a lot of widgeon and mallard around. We've just got some swans coming over now, and we're just coming on to shooting light. Now it's not ideal duck shooting conditions at all. We haven't got enough wind and it's pretty warm, but hopefully we'll get a few birds on the deck and have a good morning. You can hear them, they're no more than 10, 15 yards away, but still not enough light to see them. But it's really exciting. Just see a mallard going across the sky there. You just see shadows, but quite often I find you can actually see the shadow quite clearly, but then when you bring the gun to your shoulder, just the darkness of the rib, and it's very difficult to pick out the bird then. So I think another 10-15 minutes we'll have enough light to start shooting. A couple of snipe just came over there as well. Whatever chance I have of seeing a duck in this light, there's definitely no chance of seeing a snipe. But they were really close. It's what I sort of love about being out duck shooting at this time of morning. Before the birds are aware you're here, they're just kind of getting on with their business as normal, and you can have all sorts of birds flying really, really close to you, much closer than they will do later on when it gets bright. I can hear him, but I can't see him. I'm blind. So I stuck my hand up, thought it might fly into my hand. Oh, there's a duck. Wasn't awake there. Should have brought a fishing net. Get on, get on, get on, get on, get on. Get on. Good boy, come on. Come on, Toby, good lad. Good dog. Good boy. Nice mallard drake. Good boy. Get on. That was one of those ones I'll usually miss 9 times out of 10. First really, really good chance of the morning. She was quacking her head off as she came and gave us loads of time. And luckily I managed to kill her nicely. She was a nice distance out as well, a nice sort of 40-yard kill. That's the first sort of real test of the bismuth cartridges this morning. I've shot a couple of mallard just in the half light, but they were only maybe 20-25 yards away, snap shooting. But that was a nice distance out, and folded or stone dead. Come on, good boy. Good lad, come on, come on. Good boy. So you're probably wondering why I'm stood very obviously outside the hide, and the reason being we've just had such a spell of rain. The water here is probably 3 feet higher than it normally is, and just in short wellies I can't get into the hide without getting wet feet. So it's a day for waders really, but I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, we're tucked in against these reeds. We're not doing too bad, but it would be better to be in the hide. Get on, get on. Well, that was a stroke of luck with those 2 ducks. Just as the 3 of them were kind of swerving and starting to cross away from me, I sort of led the front one, hoping that I'd just shoot it, but the one that was just below it picked up some shot as well, and they both came down. But yeah, it was a nice shot. I missed with the second shot, but it's not every day you get 2 ducks with 1 shot, especially at that sort of range, and down and picked in the bag. So, but yeah, although totally unintentional, it's a nice little memory to take away from the day. I have a wet foot. Fall on my backside in here, spinning around trying to watch these ducks. But 1 wet foot already. And Toby has the best idea. Get on.
A good steady dog is essential on this shoot. Retrieves can be quite difficult and across water, in cover or in very poor light. It's in this environment that Labradors really come into their own. All of the South Slob guides have retrievers bred and trained for working here, so even if I can't account for all my ducks, there's plenty of help on hand to make sure nothing is lost. Toby, my 6-year-old black lab, is having a blast this morning. He's been a fantastic companion for me over the years, and there's nothing more satisfying than watching your own dog doing what he loves to do. Shooting over one's own dogs doubles the enjoyment of the sport.
Lovely. I'm not sure what they are. I think they're oyster catchers. It's nice to see them anyway.
They're not ducks,
No, they're not ducks. They're off the quarry list. But yeah, we have a serious selection of wildlife around us this morning. It's beautiful to watch.
The array of wild birds who call this area home is immense. These godwits are a wading species I've not seen before. The calm weather this morning may not be perfect for shooting, but we are treated to a wonderful display of all the slobland birdlife, and their presence is testament to the fact that shooting and conservation can work hand in hand. This is a fundamental principle of the South Slob wildfowlers, and one that active conservationist and shoot organiser Turlough Coffey is passionate about. It's also notable that half the world's population of Greenland white-fronted geese colonise these sloblands, and their food is supplemented by the wildfowling clubs.
Good boy. Good boy. Put it in your pile. Good lad. Get on, get on, get on, Top. Get on, get on. Get on, get on. Well, that's us finished. An absolutely brilliant morning. Turned out to be a lot better than I'd feared. We've got 12 mallard here picked, and we have another mallard and a teal that have been picked on the far side by the guys over there. But really enjoyable morning. Ducks flew well, they're strong. We had some real nice long range kills, some nice high stuff using these 32 gram bismuth 4s with a fibre wad. I didn't feel like I was at any disadvantage at all. Took some nice kills there at sort of 45-50 yards. Really good morning. Back out this morning with the Benelli 828. You can hear the guys are still shooting in the background, but we've shot our bag limit, so we've stopped. We're cracking morning on the South Slob, and I love coming down here. It's a very unique environment.
Where did he find that?
I don't know, he's after being in the water to get it. Look at him.
Come on, Toby.
Good boy, Toby.
We're not even paying attention to you.
Well, that was a good one. We're just walking back. Good boy. And we had quite a long walk back. Good boy. And didn't even notice that Toby was gone missing, and he just arrived behind us with another duck, which must have been shot by somebody else and just dropped in here and died. But yeah, shows the advantage of having the dog with you. That's one we definitely wouldn't have picked. Good boy. Thanks, Toby. Now I've got even more to carry. Just get them warm and dry really quick. Some people might say I'm soft, but I'm a great believer in getting your dog warm and dry. Help out with the arthritis in later years. Well, what a great morning on the ducks that was, and a big thanks to my buddy Stephen for filming me there, and we're back out with him later looking for 151 foxes. Now, did you know that there are several different ways you can join us here on Fieldsports Nation? You can pop over to our website, take a look at the share offer, or right here on YouTube, below this film, you'll find a button where you can join us here for £4.99 a month. Now, this isn't a club, it's not a membership, it's certainly not compulsory, and it definitely isn't required to do this to keep seeing our great content or to become an active part of Fieldsports Nation. While there are some benefits to joining us here, like early access to competitions, offers, and some great behind-the-scenes footage, the main reason for doing this should be to support the Fieldsports Nation and allow us to keep making your hunting voice being heard, and so we can keep making the films that you want us to make. But remember, it's certainly not compulsory. Now, to one thing that should be compulsory is knowing what goes on inside your moderator. So how does your moderator work? Well, all moderators work in more or less the same way. Now, moderator design has improved massively over the last 10 years, and the brand of moderator that I personally choose to use is from Hausken, which is a Norwegian company, and they've been making moderators for 25 years. So this is the Hausken Hunter. This is the particular one that I choose to use. They make an extensive range of moderators, but this is the best balance of lightweight, durability, size, and effectiveness for hunting. Your rifle is screwed on here, so this comes down over the barrel by about that much. Bullet goes out, and this initial expansion chamber takes the bulk of the gases. As the bullet goes out then, the clever people at Hausken have designed this in a way that it traps most of the gases in this area. It cools them and releases them at a lower pressure than they come out of the barrel. That's basically how it works. So the other thing Hausken discovered a couple of years ago was that filling these gaps here with a wire mesh helped catch more of the gases as the shot went off, further reducing recoil and noise. So John does this as an aftermarket option, and he's also going to strip this moderator, which is the one I've been using myself for the last year. He's going to strip this down, show us how to clean it, reassemble it, and then we're going to go out and fire one without the mesh and fire one with the mesh just to see the difference in noise it makes. But for me, using a moderator has always been a compromise. It's essential for your hearing and safety and other reasons, but putting a big lump of metal on the end of your rifle isn't conducive to carrying it, to shooting it comfortably, to shooting it freehand or off sticks. And that was always the problem with older moderators. They were big, they were heavy, they were made of steel. Now, the other good thing I like about Hausken as a company, it's a family-owned business, it's a small company, and you can pick up the phone and speak to them. Everything is fully customizable. They'll make you covers in different colors. They'll make you expansion chambers of different lengths to try and help tame recoil of bigger calibers. They'll go up to the WD-60, which is great for the Magnum calibers without compromising too much on weight. The other benefit we have in Ireland is we have a dedicated Irish importer, and that's John Lambert here at JL Firearms. And John provides an excellent service. Whether you just need it serviced and cleaned, or whether you've got a warranty issue, you can come straight to him and he'll sort it straight away. You're not having to go through the UK or a European distributor. I'm absolutely loving those Houseco moderators, and they are perfect for foxing. Now, speaking of foxing, my buddy Stephen had a difficult start to 2018, but here's how it ended.
Two days left, 2018. Hadn't done much early on in the year. Big mix up with waiting on licenses to be changed over, and eventually got a license on this little Higa back in February. So it was 2 months out. Didn't do what I'd normally do in the year, but this guy here for the year is 149 to this going anyway. We have tonight and tomorrow night to find number 150, just to keep the books balanced nice and evenly.
No pressure of the camera, no?
Pressure's for tires.
You might regret that. Conditions are good for calling, and it's not long before I spot a fox's eyes in the camera's IR. Unfortunately, it's downwind and it heads into the next field. So we head around the wind, come into that field to see if we can catch up with him.
That come in like a steam train. Spotted it first. We just parked the Jeep and made a bit of a racket getting in across it. So I was expecting nothing in the first field, so just flicked the light. Seen a fox down the back field, probably 250 yards down. Just give a few little squeals. No, nothing. Jason picked up a flick of the eye in the IR and was just looking and said, well, it's gone. I was about to move out and the bloody thing appeared 100 yards or less on the brow and was coming around trying to get our wind. Unfortunately, it didn't make it, and there was number 150 for 2018. I think I'll take the rest of the year off. Well, I'll finish this farm first. As you can see, they're with the Blitz King bullets, they're just hitting and that's it. Here's a guy, what, 100, 110, 20 yards possibly, right on the shoulder. Not a mark on him.
Do you get away with using those bullets for your deer stalking as well?
Yeah. Some guys wouldn't like it, but head and neck shooting, yeah, I wouldn't be so keen on chest shots. Just if you caught something, a big bone, if you catch a good femur, just femur bone just right underneath the shoulder there, I'd imagine it wouldn't. It struggled to get inside the chest cavity, but head and neck shots where you're trying to keep your range short, it's not going to, every bit of energy that's in it, it's going to leave inside the carcass. It's going to be a clean kill. But for what they're designed for and marketed for varmint, they're ideal. There's a fox, every ounce of energy that was in that bullet is left inside him. You can't even find an exit on him.
This year, unfortunately, you lost your uncle, I know, last year, and he was your sort of lamping buddy, but you've done all this year on your own.
Yeah.
How have you had to adjust the way you lamp or your kit to suit that situation?
First of all, it's much easier going with two guys, especially two that spend so much time together. He knew what I was thinking, like, this had been just, right, you're ready, up, bang, done, dusted. First thing I did, I went about trying scope mount a torch. Tried a couple of makes, settled on these sniper hog lights, unbelievable. The red pill in it, 200 yards, normal conditions. It's absolutely no problem, 100% ID. Good clear conditions, the likes of stubbles and that. I know I have stretched it a fair bit further. They're a cracking light. I liked it so much, I went and I got a second as a spotter. And the ability to move and flood the spot, like, just stand in by yourself. As you can see, set the rifle up on the sticks. Just hold her there. I can call single-handed, and I can use my torch, come from spot when I see something, and just when I'm scanning, I work at the flood. And when she's on flood, I just sweep it across the ground, and the fact that it's so small and so handy, I just drop it. It's hanging on the sticks, up, load, bang. It's as good a way as, I won't say it's as good as two men working together, but it's as good a way as I have found so far to continue to lamp without going into the thermal and night vision route. This is suiting for me. As I say, 150 foxes there so far this year with a couple of months lost. It's obviously working fairly well for me anyway. Right. Woo! Woo! 120 or 30 yards.
Happy with that shot?
Happy. We were coming back along the lane, wind is in our back. There's a log gap just over here behind us. I said I'd just stick my head in across just in case there was something. And tight down parallel to the hedge from us was my man here. Yeah, we got in, got set on the sticks, was going to take the shot. Made a bit of a racket so I could only use a single stick, and he took the run. Tried giving him a bark, wasn't on for stopping, and just led out past his nose and fired. I said, it's good safe backstop, you can see yourself, rolling hills, hollows, we know the land as well as any on the man that owns it. And yeah, strike sounded good, but the fox disappeared both in screen and on camera. I said, right, we have to head home that way, we'll go take a look. And here's the result, and I'm guessing it's another dog fox just by the size of the beggar running across the field. And yep, another dog. I think you need more than Panadol to cure it as well. But there, now, final night for 2018. we were finished half an hour ago on the last fox, but yeah, we will tighten up at that. Our Jeep is just parked down the bottom of the field here. We'll pack up and head on at that.
151 though.
151, yeah, well, I don't, it's not balanced. Do we go tomorrow night? It's going to be a lot of work to get the 9 just to even it up to the next 0, isn't it? Stranger things have happened.
Any rifle shooters watching will understand just what a great last shot that was, and we'll be seeing lots more from Stephen over the coming months. Well, that's it for this month. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.